everyone, it's really good to see you all. So in today's video, we are going to solve all the theories about what are the different things which you have to do if you are in a first year. So if you're confused, this video is the solution for you. So let's get started. Firstly, building a strong foundation is very important. So I know it's a bit hectic. During our college time, what we think that this is not important or this is not necessary, so I'll not do it in that particular seriousness. But the thing is that if you just start building a strong foundation from the very starting of your first year, then obviously you are going to get a lot from it. So if you have exposed to some very simple programming language concept, and if you're learning it by having a strong foundation, you're obviously going to get a lot from it. And obviously, always the roots are very important, and that only helps a tree to grow, right? In a similar way, building a strong foundation is very important in order to you to grow to the most that you can. So for this, you have to learn so many different tools which is required for the industry, and it is at the same time very interesting for you to make yourself aware about all the different things and start your very interesting college life. So here, learning the programming fundamentals can be a bit scary. I'm not saying to scare you guys, but at the same time, if something is new, we generally take time to adjust with it, right? So similarly, in the same way, if you have exposed to some programming fundamentals whenever you are going to be in your college, so this is the very first thing which you are going to learn. So you can start with any programming language. It can be C++, or it can be Python, it can be Java, or even it can be something else, some other programming language apart from all these. So what you have to do is you have to learn the programming fundamentals as much as you can and try to learn it in as much depth you can. So you don't have to very much focus on data structures and all, because here in the very beginning phase, learning the syntax of the programming language and how it works, how you can actually code it by applying it to some coding platform is what required for you in the very starting. So if you're a beginner, I suggest to start with HackerRank, because there you will get an overview of what is the different syntax each and every programming language is using. So it's helpful for you to understand that, and once you get that, the syntax and all, then obviously you can go ahead and learn about the data structures and algorithm and even something more. So firstly, make yourself prepare for learning these things and learn as much as you can. This is the time which you can utilize the most, and this is what is going to give you the most out of it. Not only study, do enjoy, I'm not saying that, but it's a very fun thing. So if you're doing, obviously you're going to be the smarter from all of your batchmates, and at the same time, you're going to make yourself very much aware about the things, the technology that is coming around. Secondly, problem solving in CP. So once you get the syntax and everything covered, now it's time for you to actually solve the real world problem by using different coding platforms like LeetCode, like GFG, and learn about what are the different data structures which can be used in order to solve all this. In the very beginning, I suggest to start with just applying your concepts of brute force approach to so many different problems that is present over there, because that is how you develop a concept and need of why you need data structures. So brute force is very helpful, and if you don't know what brute force is, so it's just simply you are solving any program just using a for loop or something. You're not using any data structure. So this is what we call as brute force approach, or solving in a brute force approach. And if you just grow a bit, you can obviously learn about that in going any interview. You have to firstly show this brute force solution approach, and then only you have to move forward and apply any data structures to it. So yeah, this is how you can do it. Just code and code and code, and you will obviously going to decode it. Now, here, making personal project and GitHub portfolio is something that excites you. If you start doing that, you're going to learn a lot, and this is not a very hectic thing, or this is not a very difficult thing which you only learn when you are going to some second or third year of your college days. Obviously, it's a very basic thing and you can learn it as early as possible, because once you have an idea about GitHub and personal projects, obviously you can use that in order for you to get started with open source contribution and so many different opportunity that is waiting for you to expose you to how real world works. And at the same time, if you have done that, you are going to build a very awesome resume in the coming years. So if you're doing any coding thing, or if you're doing any small projects using your coding or something, you can obviously going to host that on your GitHub. And this is how slowly you can learn so many things about GitHub. And this is a very important tool. If you know GitHub, you are almost like a cool student among the others. So yeah. And at the same time, it's going to help you a lot. So why not learn this? I have also made a video about GitHub, so you can just go and watch it, and you are going to know most of the things that you can use, like how you can host any of your project from your local machine to GitHub using so many different Git commands, and it's very easy, and at the same time it's very interesting, so do try it out. So this is how, after creating your GitHub portfolio, you are going to feel something that you are doing something. Now let's talk about networking and building connection. So once you are in a first year, don't just sit in a room and then don't just sit in a room and assume something all by yourself. Try to build your network as much as you can. Try to go and talk to your seniors, your friends, colleagues, what are they doing. Get inspiration from all this and start learning. This is what helpful for you to get a very important thing which you are making for your future, because having connection and network is what helpful for you to grow with them. And obviously it has both positive and negative sides. So if you are in a good company thing, then obviously you're going to get a lot from all those guys. But at the same time, if you are with the people who just only want to enjoy their life and they're actually not into learning something, then your years are going to be wasted. Do manage both learning and enjoying the college life. Don't just only do one thing. Just only learning is also not going to help you a lot, because you have a very awesome life that you will be going to get for at least 4 years. So do manage yourself to have the connection, to have the network, at the same time enjoying with them, at the same time also learning with them and growing with them. So make yourself a bit extrovert. If you are an introvert, obviously it's going to be difficult, but you have to make it. You have to build connection. So do that. Now talking about soft skills and communication. So what most college people think that when we go to 4th year, or 3rd year, and when we have our placement or internship on our head, then only we are going to talk about these skills. So soft skills and communication are very ignored in college life, and it's a very truth. So I want to just say you that please do try to upskill your communication as much as you can, because then at the end you don't have to rush to it, and obviously it's going to help you in each and everything. If you're in a college, if you're in a school, if you're going to be in a company, everywhere you have to communicate your thing. So why not to start and upskill your skill that is very important for you everywhere you go, and that is communication. Just start this particular basic thing in your group or in your friend circle, and after that you can upskill yourself by learning so many different, watching different YouTube tutorials and even reading books and all. Don't make yourself shy like this person. So just talk and communicate. Now talking about internships and summer program, this is not actually which a first year have to focus the most upon, but obviously you can search and research about these things. once you're going to be in your second year, that's the time when you can start applying to the summer internships program and so on. But if you're in a first year and if some company is actually, wanted to take you as their intern or something, obviously you can go with it, because every time you're going to get some new exposure, some new things, some new technology to learn, and which just motivates you and actually helps you to know in which field you actually wanted to go with it. So this is an optional thing which you can do, but do try to research about different things. If you are in a second year, then it's not the time that you start research about internships and summer program. If you're in a first year, do research about all these programs, and once you reach in that particular year, now it's time that you know all these type of programs, so you can apply for it, and the chances are that you are going to get it. So just research. Put yourself in front of laptop and try to make this habit of researching about different things, different opportunity. Don't just think that you are in a first year and you don't have to do anything, you just have to enjoy it. You can look each and everything in your second year, third year, fourth year. If you just start from the very starting of your college life, you're going to be ahead of so many who just start at the very peak time. Now, talking about the time management and balance, so it's very difficult if you are in a new environment. You have to face a lot of things. Firstly, you have to be familiar with the environment that you are having in your college, and you have to balance the time from your extracurricular activities to your college, to your classes and so on, to your labs. You have so many different things, so you have to manage that, and at the end of the day you have to also make yourself aware about the thing, to make yourself adjust with the time in such a way that you are learning something apart from all these things which are going to be happen. So I can tell you, a normal college life is something like this. You can start your classes from 8 o'clock till, let's say, 2 o'clock, and after 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock some of you guys are going to have their labs. So skipping all these from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock, you don't get much time to work upon yourself. So after this time, what you have to do is, you have evening time and you have night time. So obviously in college, every one of you guys is going to enjoy roaming around with your friends in the night. Obviously that's important. That's how you grow with your network and so on, and you make friends. But at the same time, after doing all this, you have the night time before sleeping. Just give 1 hour a day to learn the things, and that's enough for you guys, because you have so much time compared to the people who are very near to the placements or internships and so on. So just the 1 hour before sleeping, you can try to learn these skills of coding, these skills of technology and so on. It's going to help you a lot, and 1 hour is not much, I guess. You can obviously increase it by the time. Once you start coding, you have to firstly start with 1 hour coding, and after that you can eventually increase it. So it's up to you, but obviously just take 1 hour for your improvement in order to technology and the different thing which is going to helpful for you to get your dream job. Now, continuous learning and adaptability is something which is very hard, but at the same time it's going to help you a lot in order to achieve whatever the goal you have set for it. So this is a key for each and everything. You have to practice every day. You have to kick out yourself that no, I have to do it. No, anyway I have to give 1 hour time for me to learn new skills. And just by doing this and adapting the situations, you are going to achieve the thing which you have in your mind here. So this is it for this video, and if you have any question or suggestion related to the video, you can just comment it out. I will happy to help. And this is it. I hope this helps. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.